Green Life West Africa sees itself as an organization to help West Africans, okay? It's particularly in times of crisis, like this Ebola outbreak which we find ourselves in.
We are an institution that specifically focus in preserving the future of our country. And to preserve the future of our country in times like these, it's much more important to look forward to people who have been affected and how they've been affected and how we can be able to support them in this.
We are not a medical organization, so obviously we're not going to be involved in picking up dead bodies and other things. So we realize that we have to look towards the future. Okay, who lies at the very future of this situation? Children whose parents have died and left them behind.
So it put us in a position as an institution that believe in the future, preserving the future, to get involved.
By trying to find a way to trace these children.
So we're tracking.
Green Life West Africa has been talking to the Ministry of Health of Liberia and other civil society organizations, including Youth for Change. Okay, which is also not a medical group, but it's a social group. They do social work.
Our institution specifically working along with Green Life, that is more giving us all of the support, technical, financial support, to be able to get on the field, to be able to track these kids, because they're more interested of training in different areas they want to give training, and we're more interested in discovering first where they are and to be able to supply their needs, the basic needs that they want, and the future they deserve as well.
We're about to go into the homes and talk to these children and their present guardians and find out how they're living, their conditions, and what their needs are.
A lot of people are dying from this Ebola virus disease, and we think the children now are the ones that are left to suffer. Some of them, their parents died, they don't have any family, some of them are left with their mothers. And we're particularly interested in finding them, tracing them, knowing them, talking to their parents, their mothers and their fathers, so that we can know what exactly is happening to them. How are they feeling about it? Are they happy about it? What has been happening to them? How have they been eating? How have they been feeding? When it comes to education, what is there? Is there any hope for education? Is there any hope for a better future? That's why we've come to talk to you today.
When the outbreak started, they were full of volunteers to serve. We've been working for the past months, and they didn't got infected.
So after you got infected, what happened?
We got infected later and died.
Now, you as a wife, when he got infected, how did you know he was infected?
But before the incident occurred, he came home complaining how people really die in the ETU. People are not really covering. Even before then, people were trying, but now the condition again was getting worse. They started complaining. How they're doing their best, but still people are still dying. And within that time, we feel ill. We started complaining how today temperature couldn't come down. Today is 37, tomorrow 38. And decided to go and go to a test. So if I go to my test, if I don't come back, if the result is positive, then I may not come back. He left that day. He left on the 7th of October.
And he didn't come back?
He never came back. He died on the 18th of October.
My father was a doctor. He was working in the Ebola center. When he got sick from Ebola, he went to the hospital and died there. He was sent out to school. Please help us because our father died from Ebola.
They want us to come to you, so help me. But leave us alone. The children have since she pregnant, so we got nothing to say.
So you're asking for somebody
to help. Call first and somebody will help my children because look at it. She was pregnant Nana, and look at the children and that on her and I.
How many children?
There are 4 children they care.
We're in the house of this medical doctor who died from Ebola, and now we've been talking to his children And we've been also talking to his wife, and this is the father of the wife, and this is also the mother of the wife. We've been talking to them, and I think you can see the mother is very difficult for her to speak out, because what has been left behind, as you heard the children say, their mother is doing a very small business and they don't know where they're going to find money from, where they're going to find funds from to help send these children back to school after the Ebola situation or crisis is over. We're now at the Jacobtown community, where our partner Youth for Change is taking Green Life West Africa into this community. We're specifically going to 3 homes where children are there. Some of them are orphans and their parents died from Ebola, and we'll be speaking to them, and we'll also be speaking to those who are taking care of them.
We woke up this 3rd day of October. Usually from devotion, I call the rest of the family to check on them, how they doing. And I check on him, call him. He told me he had a headache last night. I'm going to do my temperature before going to work. I said, okay. When you are done, then you give me a call. So 12 o'clock, up to 12, he did not call, so I decided to call his elder brother, Alex. I said, Bennett told me this morning you were going to do his temperature, but up to now he had not called. He said, oh, I got him, he's with me. I'm taking JFK to my friend to see if they can do his temperature. I said, fine. Then later, maybe between 2 going 3, he told me, say, Dr. Mose advised that he rests. Maybe that is stress, looking at all of these things, but he should stay. Tomorrow we'll do a test. I said, okay. And I talk with him. That is Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
Which month?
October. And he died on the 9th.
When I called my grandma said my father was sick. He said he was heading and carried to the hospital. After we were in the hospital, the drill finished. He dropped on the bed and caught. He started bleeding. I don't really know. It's not the first time I dream about him.
What you saw in your dream?
He came to my house with a car, like NGO car he was driving, he came to my house with.
Your talk?
Yeah.
My husband was sick. We go to the hospital. They made our rest. After we came from hospital, you know me, and then I passed, man. He died in the past. We touched him, but we not play with him because the body now, nobody touched the body. I have 6 children.
Did some of the children get affected?
I had a big one, I had the first one. Kaya too.
And this
Little man, Lamini.
So right now we're walking to the house to go and see the baby. That's the 6th child. Okay, come sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, the young man has.
Okay, so this is the baby. In fact, when we came, he was sleeping, and now
He's up.
he's awake. Okay, so did you people have to change? Did you change the clothes?
Yeah, everything.
The bed sheet.
Yeah, everything, yeah.
What you're burning?
Yeah, we're going.
Oh, okay. So this is ID card, right? Yeah. This is the ID card. So this is the room where her husband died. Like she said, she took him to the hospital. He had headache, and he was brought back in this very room where he slept. And then, according to her, he had red eyes. He was feeling weak, and it was on this very bed that he lied. And this is the very bed that he died on before the Ebola team came to pick him up. And like they said, by the grace of God, none of them got affected from the Ebola virus disease. But now the children are here, they need help. And even this little one here needs help from anyone out there that can come and help support, because there are a lot of people that are leaving their children behind in this fight against Ebola. And the best that we all can do, Green Life and Youth for Change, is to help these young children to have a better future and a better life. How did Ebola enter your home?
Last month, my wife called me that your daughter was sick in Mawata.
So the daughter was sick in Monrovia?
Yes.
Okay.
So they called me, like your daughter sick. I said, okay, they said that's the case. You can't go to the camp. They said, no. Somebody saying that one of the friends said we should go to Mawa clinic to Vita.
Yeah.
The guy where they went, they checked on all, they said that sugar. They said the sugar was high. So from there now, the doctor said, you carry her to the house. I'll be coming there and get her treatment. Now they brought the girl to the house here. Around 2 o'clock in the morning, they called me and said, Mama, Tata. You see, like the daybreak, and now say to our home there in Medina. So that scene there is again car.
So how many persons were living in this house that was under quarantine?
Almost 20.
How did you contract the Ebola virus?
Because I was helping my late sister. So take care of her. She was a bit sweating. We help her in the house. But there were no symptoms. Like Ebola, she vomit or told him nothing like that. She used to be sweating in the hospital. I had to get her to my clinic for check-up. And the doctor said our sugar came out to 251. So the doctor said he's to come into the treatment. So I need to take from me, my woman, my late sister down to the children. Everyone needs to be around there. We say to her, we love her, everything.
And then, how did you start feeling when how sick, what were the signs and symptoms you started feeling yourself when you started contracting the virus?
After that, my late sister was not too well. After that, which was Amy, she was not well. So I had the woman decide to let me call the ambulance to come and take every one of us and carry her to the center to go and check on us. What I would call a symptom, because for me, after she died, they put on 21 days. It was 14 days now, my little sister and my brother, everyone of us started getting sick. But for me, I vomited in loud that night. I just vomiting. So that night still, the ambulance came carry us.
How many survivor kids do we have?
The kids, survivor kids, I only 2. My big sister, Sonia.
Oh, he's one of the survivor kids.
Was he infected?
No.
Okay, he was just contact, to his mother. So when they told you you had Ebola, how did you start feeling from that point?
I'm feeling bad.
You thought you're not going to make it?
Yeah, because with my condition already.
So how was the care like? The care they were giving in the hospital, eating, feeding, taking medicine and all of it?
The people are taking good care of me. My table, they'll go and point it. I don't eat, they force me to eat. Give me medicine, take it, force me to drink ORPHANS. Force me to walk around because it's like a pain in the body.
Okay, so they gave you the certificate. So since you came back home, how you been feeling? You happy now?
Still feeling bad because I lost some of my family members.
This is a home where 20 persons live, and out of the 20 persons, 7 persons have died from the Ebola virus disease. All of these people that live in this house were depending on one single girl who was in the University of Liberia, and she was doing accounting in her final year, age 24. Now that she's passed away to the evil hands of Ebola, this family is now at a crossroads where they don't know how they're going to continue surviving. As you heard, there are about 14 persons left here, and they need support. The kids are here, the parents are here, the family here. Even the old man you see sitting there, he cannot even talk. He cannot talk, he cannot walk, and all he's just been given food and treated by the family here. This situation speaks for itself. These people here need help. These people here need your support. The children and family that are here, they need to have a life. They need to have a better education. They need to feel a sense of belonging. They need a family to live with. And they can only live a better life if they get the kind of support, because the only breadwinner in their family has fallen to the cold hands of Ebola. And now they have to fetch from here and fetch from there to get ends meet to survive. They need help, and only you can help to save this family. This is what we call a red zone. This is the red zone, and in any Ebola affected country, when you're in a red zone, it means you're in a worse affected area, an area that has been totally devastated by this Ebola virus disease. This is the Banjul community. This is the home where the Ebola virus disease started from in this community. As we understood, about 50 persons from this home, about 50 persons are living in this house, and about 13 persons or more died from the Ebola virus disease. We understand that some of their relatives came from Sierra Leone and settled here, and a lot of extended family have also settled in this place. And from then on, it spread to other parts of the community where a lot of other people got affected from the Ebola virus disease. And you understood that they were bathing their bodies and more people got affected from it. They were still in a denial stage at that very point in time. And so they did not believe that the Ebola virus disease was real. And they still carried on saying it was malaria, saying it was other diseases or other illnesses that killed these people, until they begin to realize that the people were dying in their numbers. And now they're calling for support. They need help. They need assistance. We heard that the virus started in this house. How many persons were living here when the virus started in this house?
Yeah, about 35 or 36.
35, 36?
Yeah.
So the first person got sick?
Yes.
And then other people start to get sick. But when it started, you really believe that was Ebola?
Oh, I don't know about Ebola, sir. Me, I want to know, I'm not like. People were talking there. That Ebola there. For me, I never really on Ebola patient before, so
you really wanted to see before you believe?
Because we not get radio yet. We didn't get radio in there also. So we get hearing it by DC.
So how many persons died from this house?
Almost 14 people died.
So what about the children? Those that died, did they leave children behind?
Yeah, they leave children behind.
What's some of the children there? That one, yeah?
Yeah, that one, yeah. Two over there. The other one I sent off. Because
So
the other people I sent it, some of them go sick.
So this one, her father and mother died?
Yeah.
And this one too?
That they are 5, but the other 2 people I sent it.
So now how are you going to take care of them?
Only God know.
Now, somebody who won't help you, what you will tell them? So that they can be encouraged to help you and help sponsor these kids in school.
So I would say the children's parents died, so they must please help us.
Because the children need to go to school.
To go to school, feeding, clothing, medication, and the rest of it.
We understand that people were bathing bodies. Yeah. They used to bathe the body when the person died. At the time, you never knew.
Because the first body died, we bathe for. But the people who died, some of them they not bathe them.
Your parents died? Your pa and your ma?
Yeah.
So what you want? Somebody who won't help you, what you will tell them?
I want scholarship. I want to go to school.
You want to go to school?
Yeah. And I need food. I need help.
So how do you feel now? Do you feel so lonely? What do you think in your mind sometimes when you sit by yourself? What is it that you can be thinking?
I'm thinking about
You really miss them. What are some of the things you used to do together? How old are you? 11. What grade are you in? 4th grade. So you need somebody to come help you, right?
When it started, we all were denial. We said it was a lie. We never believed it. You understand? We said Ebola was lying. They were lying. the people that got sick, or the woman that got sick and died, we say people were lying on our mother because she was a mother for us in the community. Everybody said they were lying on the woman. Myself, I said it. We all said it. After the woman died, family members decided to pay for her and bury her. We did everything for her. After.
So when you pay for, what you do with the water?
We wasted. Why would they pay for? They wasted the water because normally they don't bathe there in top.
Okay.
They mostly put the body on matinee, I think on plank, and bathe the body.
Now that your parents are gone, who are you staying with?
I'm staying with my auntie.
In the same community?
Yes.
So she taking care of your feeding, your clothes, and everything?
Yes, but I just food.
That's your food?
And my school.
And your school business? You won't go back to school?
Yes.
But when your mom and pa die, how you go back to school?
I want her for her to help me.
Yeah.
School.
So if somebody wanted to help you, what will you tell them?
I want her for to please help me for school because my mom and my pa died.
From Ebola?
So I stay with my auntie said to know how to help me.
Say your mom and pa died from Ebola? The time what happened to your mom and pa?
They will get Ebola.
They get Ebola? So who is staying with now?
My auntie.
Your auntie?
The Aja.
The Aja, like she the one feeding you, everything. Somebody who won't help you, what you tell them?
I'll tell them thank you.
You tell them thank you? You want them to help you to go to school, everything?
I'm going to school.
You going to school? So you want to help you to go to school. When you get big, where you want to be?
I won't go to school.
You want to go to school, eh? They say your pa and mom died from Ebola? You used to see them, you used to talk to them the time they were sick?
Yeah.
What did they used to tell you sometimes when the time they were sick? If I Stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up.
I get it viral through my uncle.
What happened to your uncle?
My uncle was sick. I used to move on to my house every morning to go speak to him. So one morning I went there, I met him, he was sweating. So I get on the bed with him, I took towel, I started wiping his skin, I started feeding him, but still he was sweating. I had my sister, I left. People said they were carrying him to the hospital. All of us started crying. They carried him, they even reached with him. He died on the road. They brought him back. I had people came around because they said the burial team were coming. The burial team were coming. So before they can come, they carry the body to Brunei. I had the bathe him, they dress him, they carry him to bury him. After they finish burying him, 2 weeks time, my sister started getting sick.
I'm standing in the midst of orphans. All of them, their parents have died from Ebola, both mother and father. They now stay with community residents who have other responsibilities, and now they've become extra responsibilities for those residents in communities. Some of the people they are staying with, they're not necessarily their immediate relatives, but because these are family members and these are community dwellers who have taken the initiative and decided to help them and support them and keep them and help them to groom them as children into older folks. All of them you see gathered around me, they need your support. All of them are orphans, and all of them are seeking funding. They need the help that they can get from anywhere. Anyone out there that's listening can help them. This Ebola crisis has given them a serious setback. Each and every one of them here could be a future leader for tomorrow. The girls, the boys, and every one of them. And that's why we're calling on you to lend a helping hand. We're calling on you. You don't have to support them all. You can support just a child. You can take just a child from there and sponsor that child to become somebody tomorrow. And let it be down in history. Let it go to the annals of history that you were there to help them. It was because of you that a child had a better life. It was because of you that a child wore a good sneakers, wore a good shirt, wore a good trousers. That is because of you these children can have a better tomorrow. That is because of you that these children will not go hungry. And it's because of you that these children can have a better home, can have a better place to lay their head. They can have food to eat, water to drink, clothes to wear, and have a better future.
My name is Alex Divine, the Executive Director, Youth for Change Incorporated. You've seen the video. You've seen the needs of the people. You've seen the aspiration of these kids and the desperation for our country, Liberia. We didn't bring this virus on ourselves. It was a virus that hit this country, destroyed lives, taking away mothers and fathers. We currently have more than 2,000 plus orphans, and that was reported by UNICEF. This is the challenge we face. And as young people in our country, it's important for us to take our destiny in our own hands, to help our country, support ourselves, identify these kids. Youth for Change have been working in partnership with a couple of institutions in making sure that we trace these young people. Currently, as I speak to you, we've traced over 250 homes. We've identified 225 young kids. They are orphans, roaming the streets. And the video you just saw, that's just a portion of what you've seen. And you listen to their stories. If we don't help these kids, our country is heading for nowhere. If we don't help these kids, the world is heading for nowhere. And you can support these kids. You can make the difference. Youth for Change has come to you today to beg you. In every way you can give it support. The United Nations, the UNICEF, Save the Children, the Plan Liberia, and all institutions, even you who are watching this video in your homes, individual in your homes, I have come to send this appeal to you, to beg you, to save these kids you've seen here, and more that you have not even seen. We know we can do this. We know we have the passion to change in our country, but we can't do it in the absence of the kind of support we need. We need to build a structure. We want to take these kids into this structure. They need to go through de-traumatization program. They need to go through skills trainings. And their life, the destiny they need, needs to be given to them. So, to get in contact with us, at the end of this video, you're going to see all of the information, contact number, email addresses. You can start supporting us now. And God is going to bless you. Thank you.